Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Dwarf Fortress Pocket World 2. We have let a little bit of time go through between episodes once again, just to make sure some things progressed. And they haven't really progressed. First of all, I did notice that our refuse stockpiles were constantly pretty full, so I've expanded that. That's good. We had a bunch of rotting stuff in the butcher's shop. What else? Well, we did have a human caravan that came in, and I bought halter leather. Ooh, hello, Daracon. Getting a strange mood. We've got another strange mood to talk about in just a moment as well. But we got tons of leather, which is great because we were still kind of waiting and behind for some leather stuff. And I think we're finally kind of caught up. If we take a look at our troops over here, we still got a few missing slots, but mostly we're in pretty good shape. These yellow ones over here, these are people who have claimed a weapon or armor, but haven't gone and equipped it yet. They're theoretically on their way to equipping it. I don't know what's taking them so long. Maybe it's because we've got staggered orders and they're just not on an active shift right now. That's entirely possible. Although we know Daracon here is not going to be grabbing their gear because they're in a strange mood. You may notice a new pop-up in the bottom left corner. There was an update to DFHack today, which did a few little things here and there, but adds their own version of the alert system here, which doesn't include tracking a ton of stuff right now because, let's be fair, most things are tracked, fairly okay, but we get some extra little information here. And what I love about this is we can see the current state of the artifact. Now, this is a little bit redundant with the pop-ups I have for the artifact construction, and I might go and turn some of those off. In fact, I think I did and removed one of the steps already. I think I'm going to get one fewer pop-up for my artifact progression, but I still mostly like the big pop-up for it. So it's got that. It's got some built-in things for trade. It's got a warning for... Oh, it keeps track of your petitions, which is really nice. Oh yeah, mandates expiring. So I still think I'm going to need the pop-up for when a mandate gets announced, when there's a demand for more steel spears or something like that. But I like the warning of it expiring. That's going to be really useful. But yeah, the petition tracker is also good. And we did have a couple of petitions to increase. Well, one thing actually right away that this proved to be useful for, one of our temples, I had gone, I think it might have been this one. I don't want to know about the engraving. Oh, here we go, the zone. One of these temples, actually it was this one here. I had prettied up, but I hadn't actually hit the button to recognize the high priesthood, so the agreement hadn't been fulfilled, and so it was really useful to have that come up as a note. Super handy. And then clicking here also zooms to... I guess it zooms to dwarf. It doesn't zoom to the workshop. I wonder if it has a specific message for when a dwarf can't satisfy their items. Like letting you know, hey, by the way, there's a dwarf freaking out over here. You should do something about it. Did smash all the goblin cage. Did do a full dump. Did put in that door for safety now, which is very useful. Did do a full dump of all the goblin cages. Then did a reclaim. So we've got tons of iron gear right in here, I think. Yeah, like tons of iron equipment over here that's all going to be smelted down, which is great. That was all stripped off of these goblins. So yeah, I dumped everything in here. So they all dropped here. Then I did a reclaim of everything. So everything got collected, which included putting the cages and the goblins back over here. And then when it was all done, I dumped these goblin cages back over here, which should just be basically naked goblins in cages. And then I did a bridge smash to take care of them. So that's all been processed. All those cages have been cleaned up in the outside. And I wanted to say about artifacts because, yes, we have someone who just started one. But more excitingly, while you were away, we got an artifact mug. And is there anything more perfect for us than an artifact mug? Well, probably more exciting than an alpaca wool shoe. No offense, Daracon, but come on. So, this is a dolomite mug. All craft worship is the highest quality. Object is adorned with hanging rings of dolomite and menaces with spikes of jabber leather and amethyst. And for whatever reason, maybe the amethyst part of it, this is estimated being worth 10,800 dwarf bucks, which is ridiculously high. It's called Dive Scrape the Bristle of Stroking. And then our new shoe is Young Heroes the Reputed King. 12,000 dwarf bucks. Well, all right. Maybe we just have a more accurate bookkeeper than before, or less accurate? No, I mean, they should just be trained. I don't know. All craft worship is of the highest quality, decorated with oak and pearwood. It's made from alpaca wool cloth. Object is adorned with hanging rings of pink tourmaline and brass and menaces with spikes of dolomite and cat bone. Okay, there's a lot going on this artifact. On the item is an image of a midnight freak in alpaca wool. On the item is an image of young heroes, the reputed king in sheer alpaca wool in dolomite. Okay, that is a detailed artifact. Yeah, I'm impressed. I like how it's zoomed out here. These bedroom blocks are actually pretty impressive. Fully symmetrical. I mean, a little different at the bottom here, like, but that's okay. I think it looks neat. All right, more construction mandates. That's fine. Yeah, and otherwise, I don't know. I think we're just about ready. I'm gonna just keep an eye on our military here. Have you equipified? Getting there. Still weirdly yellow, although maybe they're having to go all the way down to the basement to equip themselves. That might explain why it's taking them a little while. But if I do go with a raid, well, if I was going to leave anyone behind, it would probably be our archers, because that's sort of their role here. Maybe the so-called armored group, which is not armored, maybe I'll leave them here as well, and I'll just send these 2 squads out in the world to do something. I think it's time. So, we're here. There's a site here. But these are the goblin pits. Let's go raid this goblin pit here. So we'll just be a raid to start off with, just a little bit of practice. We'll send these 2 squads. Go. It's time for us to start attacking the world. Now, hopefully these squads are going to start getting armor training. General of the Special Relative Razors? Huh? Okay, the Special Peaceful Razors is our civilization. I don't know if I've ever seen this message before. I guess there's a general for the entire civilization? Okay, it doesn't need an office or anything like that. Traveling. Is it because we're the site of the government? And we've got a force going out? I don't think I've ever seen that before. Huh. Yeah, these are all going to be on melt. Leather jobs, Yeah, we're still waiting on more steel to come in. I wonder, is there any chance we're low on Flux stone? Gabbro's, I was going to say, Gabbro's not a flux stone. What is it doing there? It must have just been in the place already. I wonder if I should do a dump on that stockpile. Let me do that. Okay, I'm going to pause this as a dump. Now, they should use the closest one regardless, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new dumping stockpile right over here. Now, some people may bring some old clothes over here, but that's fine. Garbage dump right here, just a 1-tiler. And then I'm going to go here and say, listen, dump all these rocks. There. Dump all these rocks. So we'll go all move to this tile over here. I don't remember if dolomite. Dolomite might be a flux stone. DF Flux stone. Yes. And there's only 5. So I think I will also change, the filter on this to calcite, chalk, dolomite, limestone, and marble, which are the only flux stones in the game. Just dump that real quick. Thank you very much. Okay, I think that's done. Looks pretty done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this zone because I don't want people coming here to dump their clothes anymore. Then I'm going to reclaim, unforbid, everything that was dumped there. Oh, I think there's still some people dumping some old clothes there, and they may still for another minute or 2. Let me reclaim that again. Okay. And then someone's already brought some dolomite back here. We do definitely have some flux stone. I will unpause this so people can continue to dump their clothes over there. There you go, and we can see the wheelbarrows working. Oh, I did go and make this empty space that I'd cleared out earlier. I decided to make this as an extra stockpile for metal ore. because we had a bunch near the surface. And part of what I was wondering for the slowdown is if people decide, hey, I want to go and melt down some metal, is it possible that they grab the closest one to wherever they happen to be at the time and haul that down, as opposed to the closest to their job location? And I actually think that might be how it works. So what we really want to do is get all this smelting stone down to the bottom here with wheelbarrows to save a lot of transportation time. I think that might be a bit of a thing. All right, more dolomite. So we definitely have a little flux stone kicking around. You're just melting down some metal objects. Yeah, which... Oh, hello! A siege! So... Yeah, there's quite a lot of dudes. Not an infinite amount, although some of our troops are away. Ah, that is annoying. Okay, well, we're not going to parlay still. Safe inside zone is active. Yep. Oops. I did set up a lumber burrow over here just to... Because with the auto chop, it was designating trees like right at the edge of the map to be chopped and adding more walking. So I made sure to set up a burrow over here that is used explicitly for the auto chop designation. So we're going to activate the civilian alert. You guys are away, right? Or did you come back already? I forget, it is a small world. Oh, you're back already. Mission report. Forget how small this world is. All right. Libs of Silver, led by... Oop, the scrolling. I guess I could hit pause. But I kind of want... There we go. I forgot. You can right-click to, like, speed this along and then go back. Led by the Dwarf Aeronator, clashed the Goblins. The Dwarf Damson cornered the Goblin Bosa. They fought. Bosa was struck down. So yeah, again, everything in blue is a good event. Okay, I think we're definitely in the, like, we can kick some butt stage. Oh, wow, this population went from about 60 to about 20, although that might just be an updated estimate. The problem is still going to be the fortress over here. Well, we're going to go after the humans next, because we know that this is going to be led by a horrible demon monster that we can't fight one-on-one. All right, oh, we got a number here, 17 invaders on maps. That's very convenient. So if all our troops are back... Denied. I'm not even going to close the gate this time. I'm going to tell everyone to move in over here and group up. And we'll deal with the goblins as they come through our front door. Oh, 36 invaded. Okay, they hadn't all come onto the map yet. Civilian alert is running, which is good. So we could still slam the door shut partway through, although I guess a bunch of our troops would move out. 39 invaders. This is getting a little scarier. Kind of still just want to do it. But now we've got even numbers. And maybe we're stronger, maybe we're not. All right, I'm going to change my mind. Pull the lever. We're going to try to soften them up a little bit first. I mean, some of them are going to walk through traps regardless. Okay, we're going to cancel the station. Some of them are going to walk through traps while moving towards and engaging us. But this way, we'll give them more time to walk through traps. Maybe we'll kill a few with bolts over here. It's going to be okay. We'll clear the civilian alert. We'll probably have to reset the civilian alert when we do open the gate to go and fight them. There you go. They're coming over here. Maybe what we'll do is we'll take our archer group and see if we can encourage them to go and stand over here. Shoot, 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 shoot. No more active combat reports. Mr. Mug, there's some fighting. Okay. GW Fenton. And these are wooden bolts. We still don't have bolt control, right, for our troops? That hasn't been reinstated. Yeah, it's kind of an issue. I'm wondering if it's worth having the range group at all, but we've been training them for it, so let's keep it up. We do have metal bolts. I wonder if... See, I want them to use the wooden bolts for training. Listen, I think we do have some metal bolts. I'm sure I asked for some copper bolts and things to be made. Oh, ammunition. So isn't there bolt category? Iron arrows, silver arrows. Yeah, there's definitely some. We should have 2 stockpiles over here. One explicitly for wood, one explicitly for metal. Would that work? Okay, so if number of invaders dropped a bit. They are being shot at. I don't know if they're being shot. Deflect, deflect, deflect. On the other hand, you know what? This is giving them a lot of opportunity to train. Improve my archery. It was not satisfying. Ragnar. Now it's all deflected. I wonder, do we have a job to make wooden bolts? Because maybe what we do is we just stop that. We make sure to no longer produce any wooden bolts whatsoever. I don't really want to use metal bolts for training, but we may have to. Okay. No more job to make wooden bolts. 35 invaders. Yeah. That's a pretty gnarly amount. Cancel a station order. So yeah, just dumping more clothes. I mean, we're fine right now. We have ton stockpile. Our dwarves are in great moods. Like, almost everyone is some version of green over here. We have 5 dwarves who are slightly moody. The one other dwarf who had recently failed to make an artifact did die of dehydration not too long ago. So Crazed Guppy, this dwarven child, is technically the most upset person in our base. It's not uncommon for it to be children. Bitter wearing old clothes. Dead body, caught in the rain. Dead body, but dead body. Yeah, that's not going to help. Especially for the kids. I think they don't have enough good memories to counter it, or maybe the kids in Dwarf Fortress are more susceptible to things like that. It's entirely possible. Oh, I did change our food plan. Now we're making lavish meals. We had tons of raw food kicking around. I'm like, you know what? We're going to start making lavish meals, and that's going to help with some of the moods as well. I'm not worried about the siege. I guess it means we missed our trading opportunity, or most likely we'll miss our trading opportunity with the dwarves. Maybe if we ran now and broke the siege, it would still be early enough, but I don't think so. By the 13th over here, I think we're just not getting it. But that's okay. Again, the big important thing was we got a ton of leather from the human trade, and I think that's... I think that was huge for us. I still would like to trade for more steel bars, or just metal bars in general. I am looking for those. Or again, if we can get some raw coal stuff, that would be great. I guess one issue is we could run out of wood, and then that would slow down our metal industry. But we could also just go and pop the cavern layers, and then have access to underground wood. Still haven't done it because I'm trying to avoid the distraction of that so we can focus on overland conquest. Now, this group here, did you go and equip yourself? Still a lot of people in this yellow state. Which again, I think means they've reserved themselves a piece of equipment. It exists on the map. They just haven't gone and claimed it yet. Can I see it more clearly if I hit like details on someone? I see, signed items and stuff. They're on staggered training, so they're not training all the time. But even if they are training, I think they can pick up their gear while they're in training mode. You know what I'm wondering? Should I, just for now, I'm going to put melt on repeat. Because I think I have it set to like check daily or something like that. But I'll put a couple of these on like, just do it constantly. As long as there's something to melt, just go nuts. Yeah, I like that. I don't know where our military are. Maybe a bunch of them are getting their equipment. We can't tell from here, right? Okay, if I take a look at Daracon. You're listening to a story. Huh. So you're not going... We are strict with the armor rule, so they don't have regular clothing. causing them issues. Hang on. Okay, your tunic and your pants are both yellow. But what? Well, yeah, why is that? Hold on. You're wearing a leather tunic and a mail shirt. And for pants, I guess, okay, you don't have your leather trousers. I'm actually quite confused. Why is it? Shouldn't this be green? Isn't your armor being satisfied like 100% on your chest right now? Maybe I'm misunderstanding. I don't think so. I think the ... means they're still looking to grab something which has been assigned, but I can't remember exactly how I designed their uniforms. After resolving conflicts... Oh, try to resolve conflicts. Maybe we had some weird bugs, and then it says update equipment. Okay. So multiple people were fighting over the same piece of equipment? Let me grab everyone here. Detect conflicts for everyone. Try to resolve, and then force the update equipment for everyone. I'm assuming that's a... Well, those are clearly DFHack buttons. Well, the try to resolve conflict thing. I'm assuming that's a DFHack thing to try to resolve a bug in the vanilla. Okay. 30 invaders on the map. A few more fall into our traps. Our very clever traps. That's training. No more actual fighting, is there? Wait, are people being interrupted? We have nothing to ferment? Oh, from fruit. Yeah, that's okay. Actually, I don't really need the warnings on the fruit jobs. I guess maybe this job got okayed before that became a problem? Oh! Sparrowhawk! Wait, when did Sparrowhawk die? Were you the one mushed? I don't know, but I guess we're going to engrave a slab to Sparrowhawk. Alright. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe Sparrowhawk was the one who was matched that time, and I hadn't figured out who it was. I was like, we'll wait until they start haunting things. Spear, anvil, shields. Okay. Steel spear. Iron anvil. And I think it was 3 shields, wasn't it? One of everything else? Wooden shield. I'll double check after. 3, 1, 1. 1 spear, 1 anvil, 3 shields. Yeah, okay. 29 invaders. Yeah, see, the numbers are getting better. Still have a lot of people marked as yellow. See, now Daracon isn't wearing anything on their chest. That's not true. You're wearing a steel mail shirt. Okay. But you don't have a leather tunic at all. We have jobs for the tunics? Leather tunic. Apparently we have a bunch. Well, by a bunch, I guess, I mean at least 5, right? Yeah. Maybe I should ask, just in case. We're going to ask for one-time job of 10 leather tunics here. Okay, child put the rest. All right. One less ghost. Ooh, we've got some unhappy people. Have they been haunted by ghosts? Irritated, dwelling upon, experiencing trauma. Rejected, self-pity, away from family. Your most recent memories are all pretty good. A bunch of unmet needs. Be with family, be with friends, craft object, acquire object. Oh, you're in the military squad. Maybe you're not having enough time off. Oh, we're down to 25 invaders on the map. Okay, I'm going to call that good enough. Regroup. And then we'll pull the lever. And we'll go fight. All right, that's a decent-sized group. Pull the lever, please. And then we're just going to wait here, because if we can bait more of them to fall into the traps, it's going to be fantastic. You want rings. Okay. Done. All right, Gobos, where are you? Are you coming? Yes. Slowly. They're here. We're here. Oh! Civilian alert. Get the civilians out of here. There you go. Another one just wandered into a trap. And the siege is broken. We didn't even have to fight. Enough of them fell into the sieges. Or the traps. Alright. Alleviate that. And I guess we'll do an unforbid all. Get back any bolts we might be able to get. It'll unforbid the cages so we can process that stuff. Clear the civilian alert. 4 invaders, 2 invaders. But they're all going away. Oh, is there anything sitting in here still? Yeah, so there's still a lot to clear out here. Tons more leather bins. It was something like a 60,000 dwarf buck leather deal, which was maybe a little much. But it's going to be nice to maybe not have to worry about any leather for possibly the rest of the game. It was probably overkill. But you know me, I don't think there's such thing as too much overkill. We're going to chop down a few more trees. That's good. Lots of people coming up to the surface to pick up probably mostly wood here. Where are you going? Tito Jones. Oh, you picked something up. Oh, it's an iron arrow. Okay. That's fine too. Picking up all those arrows isn't necessarily the best use of our time, but it's something. Okay, let's go and raid some more. Maybe we should start the war against the humans. I don't know. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go... raise. We're going to destroy this site. Yeah, I guess I didn't actually have to select them here. We'll send those 2 squads out again. Does it still say we have a general? It does. Oh, and he does actually want a fancy room. Okay. I don't know that we've got space for another person with a fancy room. More migrants. Let's say we're already basically at our cap. Maybe we'll build it opposite the sheriff's house. Yeah, okay. So this was a 7, sorry, not a 7x7 area. It was a 7x5 area. With the corners cut out. And then next one's one wider. And it's another 7x5, I think. Oops. Okay, start carving that out, please. Although the general might be away for a little bit, so hopefully the demands won't quite be there. Yeah, Ray's Hate Lurch. I didn't even notice the name of it. That's a good name for a goblin town. I like that. We need some empty cages to restock this. Oh, okay. Let's do this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna block this door and pull this lever. I do kind of want to pull the lever twice in a row because I want to mash it and lift it. But when I queued 2 of these up, it seemed to get the bridge kind of in a weird stuck state. So I kept having to toggle it to fix it. So we'll let it finish the job completely. Bring it up. Good. We'll unforbid this door. Then we're going to come down here. We're going to say, dump all these cages, please. So they are pulling all the items out of these cages and everything. So we'll see a lot of little trips happening. Sometimes they grab one of the cages right away and then spend time dumping. It seems like. They're still traveling. Excuse me. Or they're still leaving, perhaps. Lots of busy work. Oh, we did the migrant wave. Did you happen to bring any new critters with you? No. Okay. Or at least nothing that needs to be set to graze. So yeah, we're hoping for a lot of goblinite, a lot of iron or whatever material, armor and weapons over here that we can then melt down. I like that we have a workflow for this now. It's good. A little bit of training there. Oh, this might be my troops leaving the map finally. Okay, that looks complete. So now what we do is we're going to reclaim all this. Yes, Queen. 1 spear. Okay. Might wait on that a bit, especially now that we've got, with the new DFHack, we've got the warnings for when something is near failure state. We knew that 1 spear at the last possible minute, perhaps. When it's 3, we might still want to be proactive, make sure it gets done in time. Excuse me. Out of anything else that might be consuming the steel. But with 1, we can definitely, I would say, sneak it in a little bit later. So a refuse stockpile, which had been completely full for a while, it is nicely rotting away and catching up, which is good. Yeah, I had noticed the butcher shop was full of stuff. I mean, it's still full of a fair amount of things, too. I had to expand our kitchens. And see here, it's just loaded with stuff. Partly it's because I had been trading for a bunch of food, too. Which I didn't do on the last caravan. It was just metal bars and leather and... oh, stuff from the miscellaneous category. I think there was a bit of lion stuff. Okay, so all these guys are back. So, oh, okay, there's still a little bit of stuff here that's unforbidden. Some extra trousers to pick up or something. Because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to issue a new dump command on this, but these should all be cages that are just naked goblins, basically. So I'm going to put them back over there. Yeah, this is fine. And then we're going to mash them with the bridge. You guys still away? Yeah? Okay. Hopefully everything's going okay. Now, this way we don't have to get the cages back, but that's fine. The alternative would be to install the cages somewhere, link them to a lever, use the lever to open the cages, release the goblin, do something with them. But, meh. All right, lock the door. Oh, hang on. There's still a dwarf in there, I think. There we go. Lock the door. Pull the lever. Unless some of these had animals in them. For us that we could have done taming, but oh well. Maybe I'll check next time just to be sure. Pull the lever to raise the bridge again. And we can unlock the door. And people can go back to dumping their clothes. Perfect. Okay. So, complain about lack of empty cages. Wait. Is this cage full of seeds? What? What? Maybe there was a prisoner in there and they were eating seeds? Or like an animal in there? Does this count as still being empty or not? I'd never noticed this before, but I bet you that's what it was. I bet it was a cage with an animal, like one of the monkeys, and we did the tame butchers thing or something like that. I wonder if we move this cage somewhere, would the seeds be left behind? Oh, our crew's back. So we don't have a pop-up for that. Report. We get... Is this the same report twice? Oh, spoils report. Yep, okay. But mission report. There we go. So again, everything in blue is us killing a goblin. Rampage through. Is the site gone? It's not gone, though. Guess they didn't successfully raise it. Ooh, new artifact. Okay. Claim the Stoneworkers Workshop. Okay. Going and grabbing some things. Sure. We'll give them a little break before we send them out on another mission. Suppose I could send out all my military. If I'm willing to, like, just close the gate. And if we're not worried about forbidden or forgotten beasts because we haven't actually breached any cavern layers, we're actually fairly safe. I know, does still seem kind of risky. Claimed by Finn McCool, Fish Dissector. So I'm assuming Finn's not in the military. The robes. I mean, I'm assuming you finished your 10 tunic job. I know, maybe I should keep making more just tunics. Armor. No, not armor stands. Okay, we have 1,000,000 cloaks. There's so many cloaks. What the hell? Is that why we keep running out of leather? Unless it's counting stuff that's being worn. We certainly don't have that many leather tunics sitting around. Leather cloak. Amount of cloaks available is less than 5. This is satisfied. So it's making more cloaks. Because it thinks there are less than 5 cloaks. And I know dwarves can wear multiples. I'm wondering if that stockpile is counting things they're wearing. I think I will ask for leather tunic. I'm going to ask for like another 30 to be made. That's lavish meals. That's not what I meant to do. Keep that at 10 per day, please. Because if nothing else, maybe an excess. Oh, I love when autumn when the leaves fall. An excess of those might help avoid conflict. I don't know. That is really weird. I don't remember really experiencing this, like things feeling so weird before with people's gear. Oh, a crown. Plain Relief, the Poet of Rocks. 11,000 dwarf bucks. It's encrusted with round tetrahedrite cabochons, studded with iron, decorated with giant quati leather, and encircled with bands of cushioned tetrahedrite cabochons. The object menaces with spikes of gabbro, iron, and cherry wood. On the item is an image of orange trees in giant quati leather. On the item is the image of a cat in iron. The cat is screaming. The artwork relates to the slaughter of a cat in work cloaks in the early autumn of 52. On the item is the image of Smoma Shovelfly, the human, and Stotzu Musty Poisons, the goblin in dog leather. Stozu Musty Poisons is shooting Smoma Shovelfly. Artwork relates to the shooting of the human Smoma Shovelfly by the goblin Stoza Musty Poisons in Hate Lurch in the lyrical skills. That's Hate Lurch is where we're raiding. In the lyrical hills in the midwinter of 47, 3 years before we started the game, during Rieseldorf, the Siege of Denting. Sieges of Denting. All right. So again, maybe a little time for people to go and equip themselves. Drop off inaccessible. Keeps complaining about empty cages. We clearly have cages. Maybe there weren't enough extras sitting around, and so they're fighting a little. Maybe what I should do, wooden cage. I'm going to try to maintain up to 10. Maybe we'll increase the rate at which we rebuild them. If we have fewer than 10, make up to 4. Maybe that'll be useful. Okay, I'm going to send all 3 melee squads. That's not how you select them. Oh, population 30. We're going to try to raise. And then we're going to try to start doing tricks where we get people to bend the knee for the final fortress. Limbs of Silver and others have returned. Maybe I should have a pop-up for that. Now, I don't think... See, the announcement page isn't searchable, which is too bad. And I don't know if there's like a subcategory. But yeah, if a squad returns, I would love a pop-up. But there's no way I'm going to find this. Probably easier for us to edit a text file. Oh, wait. Returning soldiers. Bring rumors. Well, we'll have a pop-up for this. Because maybe. Because, yeah, I don't notice. The soldiers just slip in. It'd be nice if you could click on this and have it bring you... Like, Paradox games, some of the like pop-ups and messages, if you click on them, there'll be a button right there on that panel to adjust how the announcements of that message gets done. It'd be nice if there was something similar here. Like, if I saw the whole... Oh, there is a note on in the sidebar when they return, but could I elevate that to a pop-up, please? So presumably, yeah, tons of stuff waiting to be melted here. My repeating melt job went away. I wonder if it made it run out of fuel. Or maybe it ran out of things to melt until this new Goblin group. I mean, we've got the orders panel taking care of it, but I was just hoping to accelerate that a bit more. Although for all I know, like if we take a look at bars, oh yeah, iron bars, we have an unlimited amount of them sitting around. And melting it, that's mostly what it's going to do for us. Anyway, so we've got some steel and everything. So our armor making job should be going. There you go. They're leaving to raise. Maybe at this point, maybe just in preparation for leveling up, what I could do is I could import the job for the military, which is going to queue up a bunch. Then I could go and remove some things. I don't know. I mean, at this point, we've got a decent amount of stuff in here for ourselves. It's mostly about adding in the breastplate job. The gauntlet screens. I forgot I already added those in, actually, in preparation for upgrading one of our squads to heavier weapons. All right. Need plump helmet spawn. I mean, I think we're going okay. We don't have a lot of fish. But that's fine. I haven't looked at our workers in a while. I mean, assuming our own workers aren't dying off. We could add a second carpenter. Even though we don't have the one station, but they can share. That's okay. Like the new migrants is most of we're just going to use them for hauling. I mean, someone might come in who's extremely talented in something. We'd want to add them in, but there you go. A secondary mug person. Another one wood burner. Hang on. That is something, because I do have a lot of wood furnaces. I guess we'd never set more. I didn't know that we necessarily needed them or not, but we'll do it. High steel, I think, is one of the religious figures, but that's fine. There we go. We'll put more people on wood burning. But yeah, these, you can see this, these queues are empty. So I think our fuel is being maintained perfectly fine. Well, yeah, we'll throw more people in. Because I'm assuming if we take a look at our job of make charcoal over here. Yeah, we have over 150 coal already refined. Okay, we're running out of wooden bolts. Do I actually have metal bolt jobs on, or was it a one-shot? I think they may have been one-shots. So... make up to 10. There you go. No material, metal. There we go. So we're trying to maintain a pool of, I don't know, 500 metal bolts. So if you have at least 10 copper bars, make one stack. This per day, this is going to make 25. Yeah. So same thing with the iron. Material switches to no material. Adjective goes to metallic. And 500. We're trying to maintain 500 metal bolts. There we go. Okay. And if we've got less than 500, they'll attempt to queue with both copper and iron, which is fine. And we'll just try to maintain that count. Maybe those numbers need to be tweaked, but I'm happy with them to start off with. All right, growing, done. Title changes, sure. Making lots of mastworks. No plump helmet spawns. Where are we mining? Oh, here, right. Oh, yeah, the general's house. Smooth this out, please. Any crime? That's an old one. Bum, 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 bum. Zoom in a little here. So, bedroom. Dining hall. Office. If I put doors in there, does it get rid of the overlapping complaint? Let me not define these rooms yet. What is this? Oh, Onyx, right. I think we'll end up doing something very similar to what's on the other side. And by very similar, I mean maybe exactly the same. We're darn close. Click, 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 click. And not archery target. Weapon rack. Armor stand, armor stand. Bed. You're going to want some storage. And some cabinets. Okay. Now, I'll go office. I'll use the multi-mode. Done. Dining hall. Done. Done. So, this is being assigned to the general. Not that obvious. Not that obvious. Not that obvious. Now we have to fix something with not that obvious. Because they still have their old room. Right over here, which we're going to remove that assignment. Okay. So now, Your only rooms are over here. You're going to want your own tomb. Okay. Wow, that's loud. Holy cow, that's loud. The Giantess, Usprom, Uchebirod, Usborod has come. A gigantic creature resembling a human, almost unparalleled in size. Okay, let's pause that for a second. Let's plan a little diggy hole right here for the general and come back. Are all my crews here? They are. Yeah, we're going to deal with this one straight up. Let's try to group up over here, please. Activate the civilian alert temporarily, just to try to prevent anyone from being outside. Where are people going? Have they just returned from the raid? Yeah. So we didn't get a pop-up for it either. Let's read this report real quick. Oh, the site is gone. Oh, we just showed up, burned the place down. Excellent. And brought some stuff back. Okay, some are stationed. Okay. If we go to you... Wait. Did she leave or did we fight and kill it? Oh, we killed it. Lady Stormguard, was it you? Yep. Lady Stormguard. Wow. I guess I'm thinking they just returned in the same place as the Giantess was and just killed her in one go. Stab the Giantess in the head with her steel spear, tearing the muscle, chipping the skull and tearing the brain. Tendon in the skull has been torn. Steel spear is lodged firmly in the wound, in its head. And I mean, obviously there was a bunch of fighting before then as well. I wonder if I go into the Giantess one, did she ever hurt one of our dwarves even? No, she fell over early and then was just stabbed repeatedly. Over and over and over again. Passing out from exhaustion eventually. Okay, well, that was not quite as dramatic as I thought originally when it came up, but there we go. Folks, we're going to put a cut in here. This turned into a long episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And next time, I think what's going to happen is we're going to start raiding all these human locations. Because I think this goblin place is still very terrifying with the big goblin monster there, the demon. I think the plan will be to raid it multiple times, try to get lucky on some kills, and then at some point just go and ask for them to submit to us. Probably it won't work, but that'll be the plan at some point. See you next time, folks. Bye-bye.